More Rocky League action to round out our evening, to round out our Wednesday. Wanaukee in the blue, Avon Lake in the orange.
Right, like that was hot though. The roll the tape and giving the instruction and it coming right through. Vinny, the best man to run production. You can take my word for it, Relic's word for it. We'll stick our neck outs for that man. Rocket League action, best of 7, and this is the complete series. Both teams with 4 Ws. Who's gonna step forward and get that 5th tally to their name? 30 seconds to fulfill our process, and still nothing too threatening on either side. It's actually, for the first time in a while, I've seen the marble linger quite a lot of time in the middle of the field. That's pretty strange for Rocket League, but that's probably the name of the game right now, at least for these two.
Yes, the state battle between Ohio and Wisconsin. Of course, Wanaukee from Wisconsin, Avon Lake from Ohio, and not much splitting the two sides, as you rightly say. A lot of midfield possession, or rather lack thereof. There is no dedicated attacks on net. Perhaps now, ZCF trying to go for a tricky solo play. A challenge in front of net is going to be intercepted by Jacek. Good job that he did get a piece of it. That goes wide into the midfield. Oh, lovely little touch from Falcon here. Hit to the backboard by ZCF. And now we're starting to see a couple of breakthrough moments, Mitch, but no breakthrough goal as of yet.
Yeah, the 90-second zone. We've come, entered, been there, done that, have the t-shirt. Still no action from either side. Great shot, or at least one to put a little bit of pressure on the last third, but nothing magical, nothing flashy, nothing mechanical. I think everybody's playing a conservative type of car soccer. And it's either down to the first mistake or the first one to take a bold approach towards the net like this one out of the blue, right in the nick of time, but still not enough. Falcon will try to drop it down. Don't see a 10th. The angle will be found. And from the heavens, the Falcon strikes. Ooh. I love that. Yeah. Pokemon.
Yeah, that's it. That's the goal. Looks nice. Really nice. Real talk, I think the Wanaukee's actually had the better opportunities on net. So for some individual brilliance from Falcon to break open the scoreline, a lot of breakthroughs, a lot of breaking open and such, a lot of breaking the meter here. Avon Lake, I think, have done really well to get this go-ahead goal. And actually, to go back to your earlier point, I like that both of these teams have tried to work their way into the game rather than just throw the kitchen sink at their opponents and hope for the best. Oh, almost a goal turn around the corner there as well. Could have been 2-0 for Avon Lake. But I'd much rather that than to see a team get demoralized because they've thrown everything at their opponents and it's just come to nothing.
Yeah, the most we've struggled tonight to find the bottom of the net, and I think that is telling of the remainder of the series. We're going to see a low-scoring matchup, a back-and-forth matchup. Hopefully
not what a dunk!
What a pinch by Jacek. I'm just struggling out here. Words are hard, man.
Oh, gosh, yeah, that was with Falcon, wasn't it?
Oh,
that's genius.
No way. Avon with the moves. Wanaukee, though, I don't think there's anything you can take away from that defensively. You just have to stand there and take it. Get posterized, kid.
I'm so used to seeing an attacker dunking a defender that it completely passed my mind that that was actually a coordinated play between two of Avon Lake. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. And I mean, that's a 2-0 lead. 2 minutes left. Avon Lake continuing to run around this Wanaukee defense. Good save. And now down the other side, that's Jacek. Gonna fall to Tricky up to the backboard. Watch out for BHBD here. That's gonna navigate its way past him. However, ZCF going through the corner. Gonna pick up a second touch, but no, Avon Lake is as fast on defense as they are on offense.
I mean, and I don't want to win Analyst of the Year. I mean, somebody nominate me or what. but I do gotta say,
I'd vote for you.
2 flashy goals, 3 flashy goals. You have to find a window opportunity or create it yourself. Falcon with the Doonsy, Falcon with the angle, and then we saw the pinch, probably of the fall major. Wanaukee, not only are they struggling to keep up with those clips, but are not having enough luck trying to either get possession on the opponent's half or even time with the ball to create those opportunities themselves.
It's Jacek. And Wanaukee just desperate to get on the board at this stage. A miss and then a follow-up. Good defense from Avon Lake as they stride forward to try and find a fourth. Oh, that's a miscommunication. ZCF might be in. No, the ball doesn't fall kindly for him. Nice turnaround is BHBD. The pinch will fall for Avon Lake once again. Although that said, they have flubbed this clearance just a little bit. ZCF goes back, pops it up over the top of Jacek. His I like punch. Oh, inadvertently helps it into his own area. Oh, that's not the assist he was looking for. Bailed out by his teammates.
You know what? I Google everything before I try to pronounce it. It's just that, Avon took me by surprise. While we're at it, Wanaukee Twitch account. How do we say BHBD? CCF I can handle. And I think Tricky is just as its opposite as it gets. But I want to say Babidi. I want to say Boobidi. I want to fill in with Vamos. Jesus, what a save with the post and out to keep it 3-0. And this one coast to coast for the first one on the board. 9 seconds, though. I don't think it's enough time, Relic, to make something happen.
It's time to input the code. The code is BHBD. Goal. But ultimately will likely not lead to a resurgence with only 9 seconds left on the board. It's going to have to be a kickoff goal. It's going to be straight off the rip. And that is not going to happen as Avon Lake get enough on it. Avon Lake ultimately doing enough, Mitch, in the opening couple of minutes to earn themselves this victory. But Wanaukee, I think, plenty of potential moving forward. And I'm excited to see if they're able to just shape up that defense a little bit more to keep Avon Lake out. And to, on the other side of the pitch, make sure that those goals count just a little bit more.
Yeah, we just got info on the pronunciation, exactly as it's spelled. Well, we'll call him B. And we got C2, C3-like ranks for a CCF and BHBD. But then we also saw Tricky is nearing Grand Champ territory. And we just saw it with the console and PC counterparts. If you haven't upgraded already, please do so. I like punch package one. And now we got Avon Lake again, leading by 1.
Love the anthem. It's the Monster Mash, but BHBD with not so much of a monster challenge there. A little too slow and a little too low. The jump, or rather the double jump, not enacting. And a bit of a one-way street here for Avon Lake as the only way was forward and into the back of the net. Here's ZCF off the backboard. Nice clear. That's Tricky on target. Nice save. Really beautiful work from Falcon, who's definitely not just impressing in front of the opposition net, Mitch, but is coming in with some real clutch saves and clutch moments to keep that Avon Lake defense looking strong.
I'm sorry, what the heck is that car? Who is that, Falcon? Did you see that? Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's in the pot.
What?
He's in the pot. Oh, I love it.
Please hit a clip in it. I'll die happily if I just see one clip with that body. Oh, this one from the heavens, Tricky, will get denied. GC Shades coming right through. First minute is all Avon. But Wanaukee trying to get back on the horse, actually get on the horse for the first time. Have not been able to control either meaning so far. 90 seconds in. Oh, Falcon. Oh, gets it out of the backward and out. That could have been the equalizer. Instead, it's still 1-0. Wanaukee, though, knocking on the door. They don't want a key. They'll take it down themselves.
I didn't even notice the teeth on the front. It's the Nomad, by the way. I know a lot of people like to call it the pod. It is officially called the Nomads. Season 6, or rather Epic Games Season 6 car. It's a choice. It's a choice. And ZCF under pressure had a choice there. Either go wide or shoot. Kind of met in the middle there. Oh, nice work from Tricky to once again snuff this clearance attempt from Avon Lake. But finally they run out of boost. Finally the clearance does come through. Finally that's an opportunity for Avon Lake to double their lead. I like punch 2-0.
Man, I'll never get tired of this 2-on-1 plays. Falcon just strikes down from above. I mean, doesn't get direct contact with the ball to get the clip, but that's a clip in and of itself. 2-0. Wanaukee struggling against the ropes, and it's taxing to go this long, not only without scoring, but without having the ball to create opportunities. Wanaukee would like to keep the ball close, befriend the marble, do something with it, because right now Avon is just doing everything they can to not only keep it away, but do as much damage with it when they have their hands on it.
I got some free advice for you, Wanaukee Warriors.
Wow.
You don't want to concede 3 goals and then score. You need to do it the other way around. That's how you win Rocket League games. There is still half the game left to try and change your fortunes. ZCF around the corner. BDHD hits the post. So unlucky.
Oh man, that was gonna go right to Twitter. If I'm honest, that would have been the redirect of the week. Instead, it's just post denied and out. Wanaukee still in this one 2 minutes ago. 1 goal per 60 seconds is very doable, possible, plausible. But Avon is not backing down, especially with the bump meta. Very aggressive out of the Lake roster. I like Punch trying to cut this dribble short, but it'll go the distance. Tricky gets denied out of the box and out of harm's way. 2-0 still entering or just shy of the 90-second zone.
Oh, there's been some great saves. There's been some great defense in this game. And once again, it's a player that is offensively competent, which actually makes the save there, at least in the orange net. I like Punch. Oh, gets back in time as well to deny ZCF a shot, a chance. No shot to be had when they don't even have the time. A bump now and hitting the backboard. Now through the corner. Tricky turns around. Gets past one. But there's I like Punch. He's all over the place. Has he got a teleporter in that car or something? Oh, a real whimsical moment there. Once again, keeping it out of Wanaukee hands. 70 seconds left, Mitch, and Wanaukee with no looks worth mentioning on that.
Ooh, and the dunks keep on coming, but none of them going directly towards the net. It's either just a little bit to the left, just a little bit to the right, just a little bit away from the opportunity, at least the golden one. This could have been another dunk coming out of Wanaukee. Instead, it's your own teammate cutting the rotation backwards to your own net and not cutting the lead in half, but just milking the clock. There's an imposter among us.
Nice
Great shot by Tricky. That'll be enough to get the first one on the board. 36 seconds left. Avon Lake needs to park that bus. Park the Nomad immediately. It's getting tricky. I stole it, didn't I? I stole it.
You not only stole it, but I'm looking at I like Punch and I'm thinking there was a misinput on the controller there because he flipped sideways, not forward. And that forward momentum would have given him at least a touch on the ball. It still might have ricocheted in off the post on the far side. Nevertheless, makes things interesting, doesn't it, for these closing stages of game number 2? 1-goal game. Whoa, yeah, make that a still 1-goal game. That might have been extended to a 2-goal game had Wanaukee not managed to fashion a defense out of sticks and rocks and stones, which break your bones. Tie game 2-2.
Zero chill, fam. That's what CF stands for. In the nick of time. We can switch that C to clutch. 2-2, 9 seconds left. Oh, can Wanaukee tie the series up? It'll take a valiant effort here in regulation or else our first OT of the series. Oh, are we getting out of Script City this early? Hey, we're going into OT. Are we getting out of Script City this early? Mama, buy the tickets. Avon Lake against the ropes.
No refunds here. We're in for the long haul. Should it materialize? Falcon looking for the clip play. Gets past one, gets past two. No. Sweep City remains. 3-2 to Avon Lake.
Oh, so ready. I packed my bags. I got my backpack. But I like punched just like Sweep City. Too much, 2-0. Avon Lake escapes a tragedy. That would have been a runaway W if I've ever seen one. Wanaukee still hunting, now trying to cut the series lead in half. But man, it's such an improvement. Now they showed up earlier than expected, and they took the game the distance. Game 3, though, they need to have a strong start, strong middle, strong finish if they want to get something on the board.
Oh, apologies if you heard some drink opening sounds there. I was slightly parched. Slightly parched from the amount of wonderful plays that we've actually had to talk about, which this is a great feature match. I know that we're 2-0 and on the way to another sweep because that's just an inevitability at this point. But, wowzers, actually, this is high quality stuff. Both teams deserving, I would say, of their records. You can tell that both teams love working and playing together with each other. There's been some ingenious team plays. Maybe another one here as Falcon hits the backboard. Ooh. Oh, Yasik just a little too early. Hanging in the air, was looking for the cherry pick, but ultimately hung around a little too long.
Yeah, that LT, like you said, it's very game of the week worthy, but then at the same time, the scoreboard's lying to you. 2-0 sounds like this is a beating. But actually, game 2 was a breath of fresh air for Wanaukee. Not only did they go and actually test Avon, but now they feel confident, so much so that they take their first lead of the series, 1-0 in the first minute and 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's important too. We're not talking about a late goal or anything, or a late dash to the finish to try and salvage an overtime. We're talking about a go-ahead goal, which goes against the run of play as well, which I think is more important to consider. Avon Lake, for the first time today, have to fight from behind, and now we see whether they actually have the mentals to be able to do that, Mitch.
Well, with 90 seconds in, plenty of rocket to be leaked, I think your mentals will be put to the test, especially because not only do you need to close the game here, you have to do it twice to only tie up the series. Finally, 3:30 on the clock and ticking. Leading by 1 will not be enough, especially against this Avon squad. Will double down on offense now they're trailing for the first time off. Big high, low, low, great placement. But the 2-man defense will stand strong. Pass to the middle, behind the goalie. Last man back, the great rotations to escape yet another terrible fate. And now to the corner, ZZF will forfeit possession. Shot on target, Tricky will get denied. 3 minutes on the clock, full possession for Avon.
Oh, ZCF kind of caught out there. I like Punch and Falcon fighting over the same play. Tricky sells himself short. That's hit the backboard yet again and again. Where's the follow-up shot? It's not arriving. There's enough time here for BDHD to get a piece of it. Throws it towards the orange net. There's Falcon with an errant touch. Over to the far corner. I like Punch waylays the boost and leaves it for Falcon. Strong clearance. Strong bounce through the corner. But again, no one willing to launch themselves up in the air to try and cherry pick this away. Another strong opportunity off to the side. Wanaukee's defense looking frail, but strong enough for the moment. That's going to go right down the other side of the pitch. Well handled.
Yeah, don't cave into the pressure. That was almost enough to break. But just folding for now. Oh, this mistouch could have been great for Tricky to take advantage of from the box, though. Now going to the same corner. Having some assistance to clean up the mess. 2 minutes on the clock. It's just one that we're asking out of Avon Lake, but it seems like a mile to go against Wanaukee, who are playing the best Rocket League so far, especially defensively. Let's see if they can hold on for the last 90 ticks or so. Pinch going wide. Tricky into the corner. Immediately gets tested with a 50. That Punch loses. Now has to watch from the sideline. Shot on target. This one again pushed away from any danger. Back into the box. Clearance into the blue ocean, but BHBD would just cut that possession short. DZF from the heavens drops it down the middle. Tricky with a shot. And again, test the keeper, milk the clock, do what you can. Offense is your best defense to keep the ball away from harm's way.
Yeah, Avon Lake is just struggling to come up with ideas on transition. I'm sure that if they were in front of net, they would be just as confident as ever, but it's getting to the in front of net part, which seems to be the major struggle here. It's another attempted clearance. That just spikes up. That allows ECF in. That allows yet more time to be burned off the clock. And although a slender lead it might be, the 1-0 might just be enough. As soon as I was speaking, I'm cursing them off.
From downtown, the Falcon does it again. The assist, the touch is not that far off from perfect. Avon Lake strikes late in the meeting now, doing a Wanaukee, but can they pull it off perfectly this time? Not only push it into overtime, but win the encounter. 1-1, 40 ticks to go. And Falcon wants to call game right here. Through the gap, through the corner, denied, posting out. The crease that will help Wanaukee to stay at least not trailing. DCF goes high. This one going dangerously towards the box as well. The blue side getting tested time and time again. And an unfortunate doink for Avon will stop the pressure and forfeit the advance.
And BDHD, I hereby anoint you the captain's hat of the HMS Clutch. My goodness, that's not the first time. Oh, what a touch from Tricky. Denying two from getting a piece of it off the top of the box. Oh, what a read from I Like Punch. Brilliant work there to deny Tricky what would have been a sensational opportunity. Falcon here, that's going to hit the corner. Return to sender as the Elvis song goes. It's a second overtime of the evening.
Oh, man, and back-to-back as well. You want to close it out, though. Right here, right now, and the
Oh,
shot!
no.
My tricky will be enough. It's very vital. I don't want to get DNCA'd over here. I just reminded that this is a great banger out of a great player. Tricky calls game in 5 seconds.
That could not have fallen any more perfectly for Tricky. I say, oh no, not because I'm necessarily an Avon Lake fan, but because they were caught in the worst possible positions when that shot was taken. Both had split to go for the 100 boosts. Both were coming back in, seeing the danger. They couldn't get there in time. Great shot, great power, great win for Wanaukee. No sweep here. Your mama was right, Mitch.
Mama, grab the bags. We're out of here. Wanaukee got us out of here. 10 seconds in. I do gotta say, though, that's only half the battle. You need to win another one to tie it up, essentially bringing us to a best of 3. And Avon Lake is not happy about the result. You know that if they were aggro before, oh, they're about to get aggro as heck right now. Goose is across the board, and I wouldn't be surprised if Avon are the ones to strike first here.
Yeah, because quite frankly, you look at the 2 goals that Wanaukee scored over that game, and one was against a run of play, and the other was off a kickoff. So very much set-piece specialists here. Oh, that hits the crossbar backboard. And Wanaukee are unfortunate there. Another mistake potentially punished in field. There's Tricky, destroyed for his troubles, and a good clearance now. 2 players against 1. An excellent interception from Falcon. ZCF steps in, and Avon Lake are starting to get challenged more and more in front of their own net. Oh my, I thought that was going in almost. The player was so still, I thought they disconnected.
Yeah, these 2 teams have a knack for just getting shots out of nowhere, out of the blue. And it doesn't only have to be kickoff goals as well. Supersonic Bronze has an excellent point. Either it goes for 10 minutes or it just right after the kickoff. I don't think either of these teams want to go to OT anymore. They want to end it in regulation, especially Wanaukee. You're 1-1 in overtime. Want to finish the job in 5 minutes or less. It does not have to go the distance. Avon Lake, I don't think if you go to OT again, they will allow what just happened, especially because it had to come down to a kickoff goal. That's basically as 50-50 as it gets. You don't get a good result. You don't go toe-to-toe against the opponent in extra added time. This one, high 90, just like the OT one. Denied, though, by the defense. Doomsy won't be able to be found. Still in the box, coast to coast. This one wide as well. But trading blows right now offensively. None of them connecting to the bottom of the net.
Now, there was a moment there where I'm looking at Jacek, and I'm thinking, surely he's priority for the 100 boost because he's going to be on the way out looking for the clearance. It's not. It's Falcon taking the boost back, and I'm just wondering whether we're starting to see some communication breakdowns or some poor decisions being taken by Avon Lake in and amongst this trio. Wanaukee, it appears that they've gotten a little bit inside their heads. I like punch in front of net, denied by Tricky. But yeah, I'm worried for this team in orange, especially when we have all 3 players pushing forward now. Wanaukee lurking, waiting, but that's a lovely bit of play for Avon Lake to clear the lines.
I gotta backtrack to what you said earlier. Very feature match worthy. It's just that good. These are the type of games that remind me that I love Rocket League, and I love that this is my full-time job. This game is beautiful. I love the marble. I love rotations. I love the touches. I even love you, Nomad. You're a great car. Who knew? I am in love with the process. BHBD almost in love with the shot. Gets denied, though. Tricky with another opportunity. Puts it up high. Fake's going with it. Now will allow CZF to try and get something going. It's just great playstyle all around, and I don't think we're seeing mistakes to capitalize on as much as we're seeing clips after clips after clips. 90-second zone. I think next go will do it, and I don't think it'll come out of Wanaukee, though. It'll have to come down to Avon getting back on track and getting that confidence back from their last OT with.
The Avon Lake concern continues for me, Mitch. They are now burning a lot of boost. just to try and clear the lines. But hello, is anybody home? Oh, yes, they are. But now we've got BDHD. Oh, that
Ooh.
shot way too high and sent back to the midfield line. Are we about to get a third consecutive overtime? This is nice. I like punch backboard. Should have been a straight shot. Jacek wasn't in position to make the shot himself. Falcon, that's away. Jacek with the quick turn on a dime. Gets enough on it. Tricky's not going to find a way out. His BHBD. There we go. Not going to be able to move out to the midfield line again. Yes. Oh, Jacek. Had he had a proper shot, that would have been heading into the back of the net. It was a bit of a scuffed shot in the end. I like punch goes westward. Jacek way too far back. ZCF wins a challenge backboard. But again, no one willing to commit.
10 ticks to go. Guzek's on the board. The HBD will have to go high. Explode this one out of harm's way. Orange is getting threatened, but I don't think anybody will have a good look at the net. OT after OT after OT. This one settles the OT score. We got 5 minutes done. Cannot handle business. And now it'll be a quick answer by Avon. Denied though. Last pixel possible. Coast to coast in the first 10 seconds.
Demo on BDHD. We're starting to see a little bit of desperation here. Oh, caught out of position. Falcon off to the side. What a save.
Oh, and it's just getting started. The angle. Who we found. Right place, right time, wrong button. Posting out 30 seconds. Everybody survives, but Avon, huge sigh of relief. They've escaped back-to-back L's. Demo to open up the board. Maybe a shot will follow up this one. Just a precautionary touch into their own corner. But the defense is not ready for any and all. And Wanaukee advances. Avon needs to regroup and start their own advance. It's getting out of hand. Nobody is taking a beat. And this one directly into net. Tricky finds the angle, finds the equalizer. 2-2 in the series.
I like punch is going to be having nightmares. Tricky passing to himself off a missed shot. He was off target. It lacked pace, but that certainly wasn't off target. That certainly didn't lack pace. Tricky says GG. I like punch says GG, but one's more like a GG, and the other one's more like a GG. 2-2 in the series, Mitch, and all of a sudden, Wanaukee are resilient. That is seemingly impossible to break down.
That is back-to-back tricky clutchness in OT to bring back Wanaukee into the mix. Avon, now I'm pretty sure they're having an identity crisis. They don't know who they are, who they play for, or how to play. It's definitely tough to bounce back out of this spot. Falcon almost with the assist of the evening, denied by the backboard, and then the follow-up is also no good at 30 seconds in. But the aggressiveness out of Avon that was at first meditated and well calculated has turned into full out. I want to rush the ball. I want to attack the net. I want to find something now or else we're losing the series. Desperation is the right word. But I think a lot of panic as well coming out of Orange.
Oh, what a save. This time Tricky. Turn around, I like punch, and it's Tricky again. You can't outfool him, it seems. The lone man defender. And the lone man success at the back, ZCF, with a shot stymied by Falcon, who really does once again seem to be all over the place, but this time in a little bit more of a desperate move. What a demo there! ZCF a little too late to the crime scene.
Oh man, and that was your golden opportunity to score early for a change. We've been waiting for OT for the longest. This time, it won't be any different. We see a lot of demos plaguing the field. A shot by Falcon will take it high. Musty flick inside the box. Denied by the defense. Great work by Wanaukee to keep the donut still in the overlay. But can we see, though, some offensive advances? I think definitely Avon has stabilized after a shaky start from the last L. Back-to-back losses as well. Not only are getting to them, but are affecting their chemistry. Wanaukee needs to do a lot of work if they want to not only compete with what Avon has been able to put forward and then also destroy and rebuild, but then also they have to find a way to create those opportunities even after Avon rebuilds. Now, they've been doing a great job at being annoying, but can you be methodical Avon is at a great point where you can just punch, and the gap will come right through. This is Exhibit A. Shot will go wide. Avon survives.
Falcon seems to be the only player holding their nerve on Avon Lake at the moment. The plan seems to be give the ball to him and hope for the best. I like Punch and Jacek. We've seen some nice moments from them, but there does seem to be just a little bit of composure in that defense. Some very naive launches into challenges that don't even materialize. Wanaukee, on the other hand, all three of these players look like they've got a game plan. They know what they're doing. They know that Tricky, yes, he's the pop-off player, but that anyone could do anything. Case in point. Oh, Falcon. He was reading the book and thankfully got to the correct chapter in time.
No, man, that's textbook defense, offense, special teams, if there were any. Entering the 90 seconds, so you smell that, Relic? That's like OT to me. We're so close to the fourth one in a row, but a dunk by Tricky. Man of the hour says, nah, I'm tired. Regulation time it is.
Oh, it's just a dunk. I'm surprised he makes it, honestly, but it is a dunk, true as you like. 1-0 Wanaukee, 96 seconds left. And worst case for Avon Lake, they needed that go-ahead goal just to instill some confidence in themselves once again. Now they're fighting from behind. And whenever they've been behind, they don't come back. 2-0.
Tricky, are you kidding me? Zero boost, zero problem. I'll just take it and run with it from the corner, from the ground, from the ceiling. 2-0 Wanaukee. Avon stunned this late in the series.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Avon Lake. Do you have any answers? Even then, Tricky. It's a series of two players. It seems like, oh, Tricky, oh, Falcon. Both doing their utmost to lift their teams beyond the fog that lies in front of them to give some clarity to their two teammates. 60 seconds left now. Avon Lake with a mountain to climb.
And at mountain to climb in this little time, it doesn't matter if it's a meter or a mile. It does feel like the Everest. Avon Lake somehow poofed away out of the pitch. Tricky looking for the Hattie. Hail Mary for the 100 yards. Will get denied by a Falcon. And now trying to create something out of nothing. The clearance turns into a breakaway. Denied immediately by CCF. Middle of the pitch yet again. Trying to build from the ground up. Falcon unable to get the touch. Comes in last second. Gets in front of the net. Puts this one into the corner and out. Monster clear. Not on target. Backbeat shot with a goal. Oh, man. Both posts will be tested. The work still would. 5-1. Last opportunity. This one is grounded. This one goes high. This one goes low. A shot has to come in immediately or else it is Wanaukee moving on to match point. 3 uncontested. And that is Avon Lake against the ropes is an understatement. Down and for the count. I'm not too sure what happened, Relic. But Wanaukee, it was supposed to be onwards and upwards after every L. It was not supposed to be a comeback. Now they're 3-2 in the series. My analyst brain is just melting right now.
I don't know what the question was, but I hope it was something along the lines of, are we allowed to have a quick little chat with each other here? Because I usually see these individual mechanical stars, such as Falcon, for example, sometimes just getting a little too big for their boots or perhaps trying to carry the stable when really they need to be lifting their teammates up. As I was mentioning at the end of that game, it's what we see Tricky doing so well. He is utilizing his teammates to raise his own game and in turn is oh no.
Oh no, it's right, my friend. BHBD. Fancy aerial. Nothing out of this world. I'm not too sure what happened, Box. This is supposed to be the fall major, not the major fall. Avon Lake, somebody please DM them and tell them they need to play the entire series. Not a best of 3, not a best of 5, a best of 7. Wanaukee, what is you doing? that you're doing it so good. First minute already up. Match point. Nah, this is like the entire major for them, playing their hearts out. Falcon cannot carry the team any longer. Avon Lake is just nowhere to be found. Error 404, 2-0 Wanaukee.
They've stuck the drain pipe in, and now we see ourselves a lake that is just, it's run out of ideas, it's run out of volume. Wanaukee have this team beat. Avon Lake, they have to defy recent form in order to change my opinion on that one. Even Falcon looking bereft of ideas as Tricky leads his team out of a tricky situation. Great shot from Falcon, but once again, they can afford to sit those 3 players in net for the moment, Mitch. Wanaukee 2-0 and keeping it.
Oh, brother, and it's early to tell if this will be the wrap of the series, but with the way Avon is playing, Falcon being the most aggressive out of the trio, the demos are not connecting anymore. The chemistry has fallen off.
Oh, what a bump.
Early,
Whoa.
oh, what a touch from the ground. The pinch to try and convert won't come through. Falcon, another opportunity, missed touch for the setup. Shot off target, no follow-up. Third man is all the way back, covering the net, just in case it pinches all the way into orange. And that's not the aggro approach that Avon had pitched forward the entire meeting. Something happened, something switched. They got into their own heads, or they were feeling those OTs come closer and closer. I don't know what's lacking anymore, but something that was there in the beginning is not there anymore for Avon.
It's morale, and that morale is shot. Yasik and I like punch. So many fluffed clearances, so many just missed touches, so many moments where they could help their team a bunch, and yet they find themselves completely out of the play, removed by their own doing. ZCF, that's a freebie. Top pocket 3-0.
ZZF to the top. Look at this one. All him, all day. Intercepts the play, gets the doink of his life, goes for the aerial, and I'm pretty sure they just called off whomever was close to the play, say, nah, I got it. 3 on the board. And if it was early before, well, 1 less minute, 1 more goal. Let's talk about records. The team that did not need the L. The team that had played 6 games in their season. Avon Lake, the 4-2 against the 4-1 Wanaukee Warriors. Warriors is definitely a fitting mascot. But Avon was the one who was not supposed to drop this evening. And if this record is to stand, this match is to stand as it is, the result will send them to 4-3. Late in the campaign, 1 more game to go. Ooh. And Wanaukee Warriors improving to 5-1. This is best case scenario for the Warriors. Their varsity Rocket League team definitely shining, vibing, and feeling themselves. The Central region is just showcasing what 2 of the best teams can do when they're tested, especially Wanaukee. When you're tested, this is how they bounce back. Avon Lake has a lot of tape to look through if they want to get ready for the playoffs, if there are any playoffs to their name.
Oh, the cake has already been baked in this series. Wanaukee just looking for that glazed cherry on top of the butterscotch cream icing. Jacek trying to find a goal, any goal, trying to set something up. Well, that's a missed touch. Finally, Jacek and I like punch. Welcome back to the party, 3-1.
25 seconds per score is not only my everyday rank experience, but also something that lies in the arsenal of Avon Lake. Very doable, very possible. Happening is the question mark. Wanaukee keeping the ball away will be key to putting this one to eyes off the corner, double corner. Finally, the clearance to get it out of harm's way. Tricky. Going high up. Plenty of real estate for Avon Lake to work with. Nobody commits for the shot, though, and that's been the name of the game for them. The second half of the series. What a save of the post, and out BHBD, though. Cuts the rotation. Falcon infield pass to himself. Dunk. And now shy out the box. 26 to go. 1 per 10. Oh, Falcon with the
no way!
This one bar down and go. 3-2. Wanaukee. This one slipping through their fingers every time. Avon Lake back on the board.
I was going to sign the contract. I'm just going to hold off on that signature for now before we sign off on this series. 3-2, 19 seconds. Doable. Very doable, but Avon Lake need to get a hurry on, and they need to get a hurry on ASAP. There's Jacek, backboard! It's still up, here's the third! Oh, what a save from Tricky! The triple play denied! Avon Lake sent back to square one. Jacek finds Falcon once again, but that's not got the direction. Stays up. Jacek, oh, it's just a little light touch. There's Falcon, goes over to the far side. I like punch, misses it. Wanaukee survive, they win the series.